Hello guys, welcome back traders. Welcome back to the channel. This is Hassan, your boy, and we are going to be looking at the setups for the week. We have around 30 setups that we always look out in the market. You just have to choose your time frame and then look for those particular setups. If you see them, you take the trade. If you don't see them, you don't take the trade. You just have to wait until when you can see something that looks like something that you know. Don't just be taking trades anyhow. Okay. Yeah, so last week we had some trades that worked out. I don't know, this week today is Monday and it is 9 p.m. so I'm making this video at 9 p.m. and I want to take you through. This is a trade that happened on NZDJPY. We had anticipated a sell because we had a change of character here. However, the sell was anticipated from this zone here, from here to here. However, price went even above it. After this buy, it went even above it before it sold. So we were right. However, where price wanted to sell from is not where we anticipated it to sell from. So we shall go straight to the analysis. However, guys are going to first subscribe to the channel. Those who have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. So far we have 420. So subscribe to the channel and then I'll go straight to the analysis. Okay, so let's go straight to the analysis. Now this is NZDJPY. There are two trades that have happened here. If you know our setups, you know that there are two trades that happened here. I don't know whether you can see them. Let me just delete this. Let me do it also this. This is just a review, but I'm going to be showing you some trades that we're going to be looking forward to. So if you look at this chart, you see that two trades happened here, two buys. One was this, there is this drop, then higher, lower low, lower high, lower high, yes, lower high, then this drop here. Then price came and broke this area here, this previous resistance, broke it, and then used it as support. If you know, this is one of those trades that we use for our high probability setups that we use for full margin. So go to the line chart. You see this is resistance broken, turns into support, leaving a demand zone here. So when price comes back here, we are buying up to the previous high. So this is the same thing that we have here. Resistance was resistance was broken and then it turned into support. So we left a demand zone around this area. So when price came to approach this demand zone, it gave us an entry with minimal drawdown, and then we target the previous high, which is 67 pips. That is 1:6, but you would hold it more up to 1:8 to 1:9 to 100 pips. I think it will even went beyond that. If you held it, you would go up to 120 pips. That is 1:11. This is one trade here. Then after that, we had a drop, base, rally, breaking this structure here. So price rotated and then it came back to that area. So you just had to stretch this demand zone, came back to that area, and look at the sniper entry, guys. Sniper entry. The moment it tapped in with the sniper, same risk that you risked there. With the sniper, it went to the previous high, which is 1:10. This is 117 pips. So clear setups, same setups, just look out for them. This one's the 1 hour. They can appear on any time frame. So that was just a recap of that trade that happened last week on Wednesday on NZDJPY. So we shall go to let's start with EURUSD. Let me see if I have something on BTC. BTC, there's something like a drop, base, rally, breaking this structure here. So there is something like a trade happening on BTC right now here, but the stop loss is so big, but it has already tapped into the zone, broken this high. Definitely this is a trade that you would take, and remember we are in an uptrend, so it is more likely that this trade is going to go up. However, the stop loss is too huge. So this one you got the 5 minutes and wait for confirmation. So it is BTC, so we go to gold. Gold has left us making a new higher high. So where is the right place to buy gold from? Simple, here. This is the right place to buy gold from. There is support here that can turn into resistance, high probability stuff here. So this is support that can turn into resistance. Then what was broken, price used it and then went up. So we're waiting for gold to come to this area, tap us in, and then we go to the upside. So gold, we are still bullish. After breaking this structure, we expect gold to keep on buying. So we expect gold to keep on buying. So this is what we expect from gold. Tap here and then zoom up to this previous high. So expect gold to drop here and then buy up to that previous high. What is the risk to reward? Since it is 1 hour, I'll put there the stop losses 70 pips to target 350 pips. That is 1:4 for gold. So this week, this is what we're looking out for gold. We expect gold to come back here and buy from that area. Okay, so we go to US oil. US oil is already buying. It approached a demand zone and is going up. There's a break of structure here, and then there is a demand zone here that was respected. So your stop loss would be below this week's here. Why would it be below that week? Because they are near this area here. So the ideal entry would be like this, 45. It would be around 45 pips. This is 43. So by now you would be seeing some $20 profit, but the target would be here 1:3. That is 160 pips. That is US oil. I don't expect US oil to go below this. I expect it to go above. So it is already in play. That one, if I were, I wouldn't jump in it right now because the train has left the station. So we have Euro USD. There's a previous buy that we missed on USD, and now there is this demand zone, clean demand zone. Did it break the whole structure here? No, but it was a good move, a rally, base rally. We also have support that turns into resistance this side. So we expect Euro USD to buy from this area here. Stop loss 13 pips and make it 15, and then target 1:2. 1:2.5, 39, but I need to go even further. So Euro USD, we are waiting to buy from there, like that. This is a good setup. So we proceed to GBP USD. GBP USD, I think it's clear there. So we go. Then we had on ADSD. There is something I saw on ADSD. I think it was on the 15 minutes. Where is it? Yes, on the 15 minutes. So what do we say on the 15 minutes? Our setup that we always use for high probability or full margin. This one here, 15 minutes. What do you see? Resistance, then resistance is broken, used here as support. Then it goes up. However, even here it was used, then used it to buy, it went up. But we still expect to buy from that. This was the perfect one. It was used here as support, price went up. When it comes here, we buy. there. So when price comes back to the area, we buy. So price came back and bought. I think I would make 5 pips. The previous high, which is 1:6, 8, but it went up to 16, that is 1:3. So now it is coming back. So what do we expect here? We expect this price action to come. This is support, resistance, resistance, broken, turns into support, then good move away. So we expect this price action to come and tap this area and then take us to the upside. Very, very good setup. Very good setup. High probability stuff. Look at the risk to reward. We are risking 5 pips to potentially make around 20, that is 1:4, but I know it will go up, so it will depend on how much you can hold. So if you entered lot size 1, that would be $50 to make 200, but you could potentially hold it to further. So let's proceed. NZD-USD. NZD-USD, it is the same thing as on AUD-USD. These pairs always move alike. Same thing. This one even respected demand zone very well without giving a drawdown. So what we are expecting here is these are one of our high probability setups that we use for margin. Why? Because go to the line chart and then you put here your line. So this is resistance, resistance, broken turns into support, leaving here demand zone. This is the setup I always tell you guys. It goes like this. I have drawn the setup here many times. So price uses this and goes up like that. So it leaves a demand zone here with support that is turns into resistance like that. So your work is to identify this demand zone around this area. So when price comes back like this, tap you in and then we target the previous high. This is what is playing here. Resistance, resistance, broken, turns into support, and price goes up. When it comes here, we buy massively. So let me just remove this. Clean setups, guys. Clean setups. Okay, so we turn back to the candlestick chart. So we expect price to test here and then go up. So let me just put there the position size calculator. Stop loss 5 pips. Targeting 1:3, 15, but I need to go beyond that. So let's proceed to GBP card. GBP card, I just included it because I saw something like a trade that was happening. I think it was under 15 minutes. Oh, no. Okay. So now, GBP card, we have something here. This is resistance. Then it was broken. Turned it to support. Left here demand zone and then it went up, breaking this high here. So this looks like something we know. Let's look for a clear pattern on these time frames. So you see on the 2 hour, it is clear. When you check on the 2 hour, it is clear. So this is something on the 2 hour. You see resistance, resistance, broken, turns into support, leaving a demand zone. So GBP AUD, GBP card, we might be buying to the fullest. But now, just refining this zone, you see, that is what we have. Let me go to the 3 hour and see. 3 hour, it is the same thing. Clean demand zone, guys. Clean demand zone. Look at the mover. 1, 2, 3. We broke this high here. So go to the line chart. Resistance, broken, turns into support. We go up. GBP card, this is the area we are buying from. So we just refine it on the 1 hour. We'll find the zone. We'll find the zone. I want to include the bottom of this week. like this. Like it 25 pips there, and then target the previous high, which is 609. That is 1:2.6, but I know it will also go up. So that is GBP card. So let's proceed. We have GBP AUD. GBP AUD actually there's nothing here. It's just a trade that happened. It happened today. This is Monday at around midnight. The moment the market opened, the what trade happened. So this is our A plus setup, like the one which is on GBPA card. So you see, this is resistance broken, turns into support, and price goes up. So when it comes back, it taps us and then takes us to the upside. However, what happened is it gave us a sniper entry. So this is a trade you would have missed. Even me, I would have missed it, but it is already in 100 pips. 1:3 already. But it is a trade that you would have missed because the entry was sniper. Look at the move. 1, 2, 3. So that is all, guys, for the setups that you're looking at this week. We are looking at GBP card, NZUSD, AUDUSD, and then Euro USD. There are only 4 setups, as well as others that are going to be coming during the week. So for now, those are the setups that we are looking at and expecting that they will give us some pips going through the week. So that is all, guys, for today. You can subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Also like the video if you have learned something from it. If you have not learned something, go back and watch it slowly by slowly. So that is all for today. Bye.